and a 12-gauge shotgun. If a new agent is in danger of failing, they're brought here, to an indoor range, where instructors can monitor their performance with cameras.
The first thing we're going to iron out is whether or not he knows how to line up the sights. That's the front sight, and then right behind it, those two dots, is all the rear sight. And what we teach the students is to put the front sight right inside that notch in between those two white dots of the rear sight. Incorrect sight alignment would be if you were too low, or left, or right.
The next thing they look for is how the student is pulling the trigger.
The trigger press is the most important part of firing a shot.
Smooth, controlled pressure to the trigger ensures the bullet will go where it's supposed to. With the help of the computer, instructors can troubleshoot a student's technique.
So this measures time. This line measures distance traveled of the trigger. This line from here to here needs to be pretty much vertical, straight up and down. Yeah, that was a bad shot. And that was a bad shot because he put his finger on the trigger and he just pressed all the way through until it went off, just without encountering any resistance. These are the common problems that we find that we have to get the students to understand, and the best way we find to do that is to actually have them look at this. That is textbook trigger pressure. Okay, slowly increasing resistance, the gun goes off, quick reset, and again, same thing, textbook trigger pressure.
Hogan's Alley, a mock city on the academy grounds, is where new agents practice their skills in a real-world environment. Margie and Al, actors hired by the FBI, will teach the agents in their use of deadly force.
I'm a Hogan's Alley police officer, Hogan's Alley's finest, and I am making a simulated traffic stop on this person, and it goes bad. And we see how the FBI agents handle it.
The new agents are told they're on their way to an interview. The scene unfolding in front of them is a complete surprise.
How do you like that, huh? Sir, come on there, buddy. You want a part of me?
We want to see the agents quickly and decisively, arrive at the scene, announce their presence, give nice, clear, concise commands.
Well, I get there. Come on, right there.
What we're looking for now is how the agents will exercise the use of deadly force and what is an appropriate use of deadly force. How long do I wait for this guy? Do I wait and let him get closer and closer and then he can turn that weapon to me? Or do I stay there longer and let him turn around and go back and kick the officer, hit the officer one more time in the head?
Start now.
And in both instances, perhaps it could have been utilized a bit quicker.
The next scenario takes place in Hogan's Alley's trailer park.
My name's Ben Alejandro. I'll be playing a carjacker. The agents will be sitting in the vehicle.
The agents are told to conduct surveillance on a female who is stealing documents from her company.
As my partner comes out of the trailer, their attention will be focused on her. Okay, so I'll come around the corner and take their vehicle. All I want is the car. I do not want to harm them in any way, but if they decide to pull out their weapons, I will have to use force to obtain my vehicle.
Walk that way, man. Walk. Keep walking towards the right. Towards the right, that way, man. Walk away from it. I want to see your hands. Keep walking.
In this instance, the instructors look for the agents to give up the car without resistance.
He's just asking for a piece of property. We can always replace that bureau car, but we can't replace your life.
New agent training in Hogan's Alley is just the beginning. Agents return to the academy throughout their careers for specialized training. Today, a group of special agents is practicing hazardous material response to a terrorist threat.
The practical exercise today is to process a crime scene involving weapons of mass destruction, chemicals, biological forensic evidence. We search the whole premises generally for any other potential hazards, persons, whatever evidence, take pictures, photographs.
The agents try to collect as much evidence as possible before their air tanks run out.
The yellow device is a standard hazardous materials detection device. It measures the air and gives us a reading. On the way back out, everybody must decontaminate. not only the personnel, but the equipment and the evidence. Our program in the Hazardous Materials Response Unit is responsible for having readiness and response to a terrorism event.
After 21 long weeks, graduation day has finally arrived.
Time actually flies by. There's kind of a transformation that takes place.
They've overcome a lot of challenges that perhaps they wouldn't have been confronted with on a daily basis had it not been for their training here at the Academy.
On average, 3 to 4 students per class wash out.
It's not our goal to lose people. We want everybody to graduate, but we want to make sure we're putting the very best people out there.
You see change in individual people. You're not sure if this person has what it takes really to finish.
That's it, Vicky. Come on, Vicky. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Then you see them become more confident. You see them become more self-assured. They have accomplished so much and they have come so far in such a short period of time.
Class 0701, please rise. Please raise your right hand. I solemnly swear.
The reason they're here and the reason they're joining this organization is to support and defend the Constitution of the United States while maintaining civil liberties in doing so. When they stand up and raise their right hand and take that oath, they're basically saying, I'm willing to do this.
At the very end, when they're going to walk across the stage and graduate, I say, listen, folks, remember when you stood up 5 months ago and told us what you wanted to do? Well, you're going to get an opportunity to do that. You're going to get this badge and you're going to walk out of here and you can actually make a difference.
It's probably the greatest moment in my life.
I could finally say to myself, you know what, I hope this is good enough for my kids. And they can be proud of me too.
After the 21 weeks, they walk out of here fully confident and excited and ready to tackle the job wherever they're being assigned. Then we've probably done our job.
I'm very proud of the training that we have here at the Academy. Hopefully, they'll be with us for a very long time. Find out more about the FBI Academy and watch additional footage online at WETA.org.
That's All Access. That is All Access in Washington, D.C.